friends, welcome back. So today we're going to be doing another trash or treasure video, which we all know is just fancy schmancy talk for a review. And we're actually going to be talking about the Nars Eater brush. I know it's kind of weird to do a review on just like one little brush, but I'm going to do it anyways. This brush has been floating around social media, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, other various social media networks that I don't use. And you know, everyone's using it, all the gurus, everybody's using it. So I'm sure everyone's wondering, like, is that brush even worth my money? Because this brush is not a cheap brush. But we're going to get into the specifics in just a minute, so don't jump ahead of me. I know everyone's going to say something about my lips. My lips are gray. Yes, I really like gray lipstick. You might not like it personally. It might be a little bit too much for some people, but I like it. You might not like how it looks on me, but I like it. And that's what matters. Is it not? Yes, it is. My comfort zone is about... like, it's huge. So let's just jump into what this product actually is. This is a kabuki brush from Nars. That's what it's called. It's called the Nars Ita Kabuki or Kabuki Ita. It's just supposed to be a really like weird, it looks weird. If you look at this brush, you're like, I'm sorry, what? But what it's supposed to do is supposed to contour your cheekbones like and really get in there. Since it is so like slim and everything, it's supposed to really just contour your cheeks like no other. I did use it today. It doesn't even look dirty though. So I'm just going to read off of Nars' website how they describe the brush. It says, the striking silhouette of the Kabuki Ita is designed for targeted contouring and creating strong sculpted cheeks. Chisel and define for your most distinct looks. That's it. That's all it says. So let's talk about how much this brush costs, because I did say that this is a pricey brush. This brush, this one brush, all by his lonesome, is $55. I don't care how you toss it, spin it, turn it around. It's expensive. That's a lot of money for one brush. $55, like, really, what is that gonna do? Like my whole entire face of makeup? Like, what? That's a lot of money. And I just said in my brush 101 video, which I'll link down below if you guys haven't seen it yet, you don't need to spend that much money on brushes. Like, honestly, who needs to spend $55 on a brush? Super duper pricey. Right off the bat, you get like a whole bunch of stars taken off for being $55. I know there's more expensive brushes out there, like, but no, I don't want to spend $55 for the little. But no, I don't want to spend $55 on a brush. Thank you very much. No. So this can be purchased at Nars counters in Bloomingdale's or Nordstrom, and it can also be purchased in freestanding Nars stores, which if you live in New York, there are 3 in this city, which I've never been to because I live in Long Island and the city is like way too far. But there's 3. One is on, I have it written down here. One is on 3rd Avenue, one is on Prince Street, and one is on Bleecker Street. So if you know, go into the city a lot, there's 3 Nars freestanding stores right there. Also, you can obviously buy this on narscosmetics.com. I purchased mine in-store at Bloomingdale's. I know there was like a time where this brush was like impossible to find, and like it was literally like it came on the site and was on the site for like 1 minute and it was gone right after that. So I know it was impossible, but I think now we're all good. They're in store, they're online, they're everywhere, so I think there should be no problem finding them now. So what about the packaging? The packaging on this brush, I will say, is super duper unique. I've never seen a brush that is like this, and if you look at it, you automatically kind of think, oh my god, that would contour my cheeks so well. I think that the design of it is really nice. It's really like, it's really pretty. And if you look at it, let's zoom in a little bit, and I'm saying. So it says Nars right on the front. It has these 2 whatever lines, and then you just have the bristles. And if you turn it around, you can actually see like why they would call it a kabuki brush, because it literally is a kabuki brush just with a super long handle. And you can see right through here. Hey. And it's just so sleek. The way that they put this brush together is just so unique. It's so sleek and it is just chic. Yes, I did just rhyme that. And it's just all black. All black. That's it. So the hairs on this brush are natural hairs. So I did briefly talk about natural and synthetic hairs in my brush 101 video, which, like I said, will be linked down below if you guys want to check it out. And you cannot use this with cream or liquid or anything like that. A lot of people think that this brush and this brush are like twins. No. Let me stop you right there. This is the MAC 163 brush, which is what I used to use for contouring, and this is the Nars Ita brush. Okay, so let's just talk about this really quickly. If you look at the Nars Ita brush, you can see how these hairs are long and it's really not a super dense brush. So it's really, when you're doing your contour, it's also going to blend it out at the same time. And you're not really going to have a problem of like a super harsh line. I mean, you could, but it's really, really minimal chance that you would. With the MAC 163 brush, these hairs are so much shorter. This brush is so much denser. So, you know, getting a harsh contour is a lot easier. And there's a much bigger chance that you'll get a harsh contour with this brush. So I did used to use it and I had no problem with it because I would just blend it out with a different brush. But what's good about the Nars Ita is that you can blend it out with the same exact brush. You don't have to go switching brushes, blending it out, putting the contour back. You don't have to do all that. You just take the one brush and you're good. So these are not twins whatsoever. So I really want to get that across. These are not twin brushes. This one is better for blending out. This one is better for really distinct line. And these, like you can see, they barely move when I'm touching them. And this one is like, wee, wee, wee. So here's where I would say, how's the formula? But since we're talking about a brush, obviously, there's no formula. So I'm just going to talk about how's the performance instead. So, the performance of this brush, it does contour your cheeks wonderfully. I did use it today, like I said, and I do like how my contour came out. And recently I have been using it in pretty much all of my videos. So pretty much every time I do my makeup, I use it to contour. So I do really like how it contours a lot. It really gets, I'm telling you, it gets in there, but then it blends it out at the same time. So you do have your definition and your cheeks are chiseled, but you don't look like crazy, like, oh my god, what is going on? I have to tell you. This brush sheds more than any brush that I've ever seen in my whole entire life. In all 21 years of me living, I've never seen a brush that sheds more than this brush. Not my brushes from eBay. Nothing. And I'm talking about when you're doing your makeup. It's literally just like you have random hairs all over your face. And I don't know how anybody, I feel like nobody has ever talked about this before, but it's so bad. Like, the brush sheds ridiculously. It's all over the place. It's literally, you're just like this and it's like on your forehead. Like, why is there hair on my forehead? I washed this brush I think twice since I have gotten it, and literally the hairs just go right down the sink, right down the sink. It's like I'm like this, swirling it in my hand, and it's just like hair. It's like straight up like a hairball in my hand, and I'm just like, before I filmed this video I had to take like 7 hairs off, which I guess now that I'm thinking about it, I should have left it on so I could show you me pulling off the hairs. But it sheds like crazy. It sheds like an animal. Honestly, it sheds so much. Is this trash or treasure? Honestly, I think this was a waste of my boyfriend's money. The reason I think that is because, not because I don't like the brush, because when I'm doing my makeup and I use this brush to contour my cheeks, it does a great job. But for the price being $55, I just can't even get over it. I'm just like, all I want to do is think about $55. So for the price being $55 and for how much hair comes out when you're doing your makeup and when you're washing it, this brush to me is not going to last more than like a couple of months. And that's me speaking honestly. And although I do like the way that it contours my cheeks, I don't feel like it does anything that much more. It does a little bit more than what, you know, I was doing before. It looks a little bit better, but it's not so significant where I can stop using my cheaper brush and spend $55 on this brush that is going to shed and fall apart. And that's me speaking honestly. I think that this product is trash and I would not repurchase, well, I would tell my boyfriend not to repurchase it because it's just not worth it. $55 for a brush that's going to fall apart in like 2 months, for a brush that sheds, has hair all over your face while you're doing your makeup. One thing that I cannot stand is when you're doing your makeup and you have to pull off little hairs from your face. That just drives me absolutely insane. So it's just not worth it to me. And I know everyone's gonna be like, the Nars Ita brush is trash. Yes, it is trash. So that is it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I feel like this is gonna be a little bit shorter than my usual trash or treasure videos just because I guess it's on, you know, only one brush. So how long could it really be? But I did want to get this out there because, you know, if you guys are like me, I was always wondering, like, why is that brush so hyped up? And then my boyfriend was like, alright, we'll go buy it for you. And I'm like, yes. So we got it and I'm just like, Seriously, why is this brush so hyped up? This is only my opinion, of course. You guys may love this brush. You guys may think it's totally worth it, but in my opinion, it's absolutely not. Save your money. Buy some other brushes that are not going to shed all over your face. Literally, the amount of shedding, it makes me so angry. I can't even take it. When I'm watching the hairs go down the drain, I'm just like, no, come back. Thanks again for watching, guys. Please don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like this video if you like this video. Share it. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.